Oh, here we go. This might make me upset. Do you think laser cartridges are good for dry fire? I've been using one for all of my dry fire recently and have noticed a dramatic improvement in my accuracy while doing so. But I haven't noticed as much of an improvement in live fire. That's not a shock. I appreciate the honesty that it's not really helping the live fire. So, if you don't know what this guy's referring to is these laser cartridges that you'll put it in the chamber or put it in the barrel, and now my gun will emit a laser when I pull the trigger. Usually, you have to cock the hammer or striker every time or something to make those things work, depending on the design of it. And I get why people like it. What it's doing is it's giving you some feedback. So most people when they're doing dry fire, like they're trying to improve whatever, and the laser just gives them something that to tell them how they're doing. And I get why people like that. Now, I don't think the laser cartridge is necessary at all, of course. Now, if you think about it, there's going to be if there's a laser emitted from here, I mean, yes, that will tell me, what's going on with the barrel if I'm moving it around. But also, there's a sight on top here. So if I'm like looking at the spot I want, I can tell pretty easily if I move the gun like that or if I pull the trigger and nothing moves. Like I'm already going to get that feedback from my awareness of the sight. So it's the laser cartridge isn't really adding anything to the training except for this other layer of bullshit where I have to put the laser in like into the gun and like be cocking the hammer when I'm using it. So it's like that's one thing. It's not doing anything that is helpful, right? I already have the feedback off the site. If I trust that, if I believe what I'm seeing and all of that. Now, most newer shooters don't really trust that. But I'm just telling you that you get the feedback from the site anyway. So it's like the laser's not adding anything, again, except for this other layer of bullshit or this thing that I have to pay attention to. Uh, Now, the last part of this is probably the worst, where the guy's like, I've noticed a dramatic improvement in my accuracy, but I haven't noticed as much of an improvement in live fire. It's like, so that is telling you that the way that you're doing your dry practice is somehow wrong. Like definitionally, you know it's wrong. Why? Because you're doing dry fire and you assess the dry fire is good. You're like, hey, my accuracy is getting better. And it's like, now I go shoot live ammo. And it's, well, what? Well, something is wrong. It's not working the same way because I'm not seeing the same improvement. All right. So I hope that makes sense, right? That you see that and you're like, oh, something, there's a disconnect here somewhere, something, somewhere along this chain I'm not seeing something that I'm doing. I'm not doing the dry fire realistically. Whatever. Something is wrong. So you should recognize that the something is wrong. And honestly, I haven't usually seen the laser cartridges be a big part of fixing that something that is wrong. All right. So I hope you find that helpful. Um, yeah, fuck those laser cartridges.